here when I was in 7th grade, which I think is like 54, 55 in that area. And we shared a house, my mother and dad and my sister, that belonged to Maud Kincannon. And that's the house across from where Irma and Don Miller live nowadays.
That's where I told you about it.
And anyway, so I spent a lot of time at the swings across from the church.
And your maiden name was?
And my maiden name was Cooper, yeah. But anyway, Ruth Searles was my teacher, and she was the most glamorous movie star looking woman ever. We really liked her. And Sally Kinney was the music teacher, and I can remember she had each student come up by the piano and she would play a couple of notes and you were to hum or something. And I remember like yesterday, I did my humming and all she said was, interesting. So I have not sung since then. But it was a fun time, you know, Dixie Rogers, Carol Powers, Carol Bloyer, Carol Heidinger, I think her name was too, and Richard Derrickson. They were all classmates, and it was just a fun, free time. But we lived close enough. I had to go home and have lunch.
I was just going to ask, did you
No,
come,
I
to the
did not
community
get to
building?
take part in the lunch, so that was my story.
Yeah.
So, and we went to church here where Reverend Litchfield was the minister, and they didn't have a Sunday school class for kids my age, and so Ina Tisdale said that I could be her helper. So I helped, and it was held in the back of the sanctuary. There were the little red chairs and a little table, and Jeannie Wanik was one of our students. I can remember that, and she has now become a pastor, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I always have said that our house was located on the backside of where the Senex is now. And at that time, Daisy Shore owned a house that Hale and Florence Adams and all their kids lived in. And when I left Excelsior, I was playing with dolls, but I always said I could tell that Laura Mae Adams and George Phelps were having more fun on that front porch than I was playing with my dolls. And ironically, I married Laura Mae's brother. So that's my story.
The rest of the story.
That's right.
Yes, neat.